And today is Tuesday. It's about 1 o'clock, and I just wanted to make a video really quick because if you guys have followed me at all or a little, I kind of stated in the beginning that I was having difficulties uploading my videos, and so I started recording videos on day 1 of my liquid diet, and that video itself is an introduction video, but something happened with my videos that they weren't uploading. You know, I record from my camera phone, and so that's why there's a lot of stalls. I've got to get a better video and all that stuff. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to do a video to kind of talk about who I am and what motivated me, and I just wanted to answer, actually it's kind of a video response to just answer a few questions that I've got. So some of them, I'm going to jump from like one thing to another, but anyway, so who I am. So my name is Mila, M-I-L-A, and I'm 28 years old. I'm a single mom of an 8-year-old little boy named Ethan, and Ethan is the love of my life. I cannot imagine my life without him, and Ethan has ADHD, so Ethan is a lot of fun. Ethan is a big ball of energy. Aside from Ethan, we have a almost 2-year-old Chihuahua named Madison Rose, and we call her Maddie. And Maddie is a big part of my heart too. I love her. So that's our family. That's our family here in this household. Very close to my mom. You know, I think I've said this before. My mom lives around the corner, so we're very close to our family. My family is like always on top of each other. We just don't know how to give each other space. We love each other. So anyway, so yeah, as I said, I'm a single mom, and I love it. For work, I know I've definitely said this one, I am a donations and event coordinator. I work for a government agency, and I oversee a Parks and Recreation department, and basically everything that's with my title, donations and event, is what I oversee in the parks. I've worked there for 6 years, and I love my job. I love the people that I work with. It can be very trying at times because it's a very, very hands-on job, and it's very time-consuming. And so there's weeks that I put in 50-hour weeks, and being a full-time mom, and then going to the gym full-time, it gets to be pretty hectic. And aside from that, we also go to church, and we do weekend life and weekday life with church. And so it's just a big balancing act, but it keeps us busy, it keeps us positive, it keeps us motivated, and so I wouldn't have it any other way. So hopefully I'm doing a really good job at trying to balance everything out. So anyway, what motivates me, or what motivated me? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Back in October, I had a really bad heartbreak. I had been seeing somebody off and on for the past 12 years. High school sweetheart, love of my life, thought he was the best thing in the world. Oh, how I was wrong. This person does not deserve any type of mention, any type of recognition, any type of anything. But I wouldn't be true to this journey if I wasn't true to myself. And by being true to myself, it's being honest with myself and with you. Because at the end of the day, these videos that I'm making are for a video journal, a video diary for myself to be able to look back at, one day. And so this person betrayed me. And he did it really, really badly. And so, that's pretty much the bottom line to the 12 years. But after a few weeks of being at home crying, my sister called me one day and asked me if I could babysit for her, and that she was going to go to the gym. So I told her, you know what? I've been home crying, moping around, depressed. Like, I just need to get out of the house. I need to get out of my head. I need to get out of my heart. I just need to do something to focus on something else other than what I'm going through. And so she said, sure, well, come with me then. I'll drop, my son off at the daycare, and we'll work out. I have a guest pass. So I decided to do that. And when I got to the gym that I joined, my gym now, they actually have a contract with the agency that I work for. So they had a great promotional startup price. So I decided that because her guest pass was only good for a couple of days, I thought, I might as well join. That way I can kind of hold myself accountable, and that way I can come whenever I want, and I don't have to be with her because I'm her guest and all of that other stuff. So I joined. I signed a 1-year contract. Well, it just so happens, though, that 3 years ago, I had looked into the lap band surgery. And the doctor, my surgeon, he actually 3 years ago hadn't done any surgeries of the lap band. He had done lots and lots of gastric bypasses, but he hadn't started doing the lap band. And so it just so happens that his son actually works for Allergen. And so he started doing them. So 3 years ago, I wasn't so quick to sign myself up to do the surgery, but right before this heartbreak and everything happened, a really close friend of mine did it. So that kind of piqued my interest. I started researching it. I started thinking about it again. I just started getting the wheels turning. And literally, like within the same week or so is when the heartbreak happened, or the betrayal happened, or whatever you want to call it. And so when that happened, it was like, you know, am I not pretty enough? Am I too fat? Am I too this? You know, all those things that us women go through when we go through things like this. And so when I joined the gym, I thought, you know what? There's your sign. There's your sign. You know, if you're going to join the gym, you're going to go get the lap band done, and you're going to rock it, and you're going to show him what he's lost, what an idiot he was to do this, and, you know, you're going to make him pay, and all that stupid stuff that we do, right? All that stuff that goes through our heads. And I'm not going to lie, for the first few weeks, I was on the treadmill crying, bawling my eyes out, angry, and not just kind of mad, like angry mad, just pissed off. And that was what motivated me. Just one day I'm going to show you, one day you're going to regret it, one day you're going to see, and, you know, all of this other stuff. And my family and friends around me kept telling me, Mila, if you're doing this to show him or to get back at him, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, and I would tell him, look, guys, I just need to get out of the house. I just need to do this for myself. And, you know, whatever the reasons are that are bringing me here, the point is I'm here, right? And, you know, they would tell me, yeah, but it's going to be short-lived. It's going to be very short-lived. That anger, that's going to consume you. He doesn't feel that anger. You feel that anger. That anger is eating up at you. It's hurting you, you know, and you're letting him rent too much space in your head. And all of these things that made absolute perfect sense, but I couldn't get past that. I was so hurt. I was so betrayed. So, you know, I joined the gym October 14th, and then in November I had my first consultation. By the time I had my first consultation, I had lost 15 pounds on my own. And by then I was starting to feel a little bit better. I was starting to feel like, hey, I feel good. I feel, you know, I started to feel healthier. I wasn't getting as winded, going up and down the stairs. And the compliments and the motivation and everything that people were giving me are, you know, were like changing it. My shift was changing. I wasn't thinking about it as much. I wasn't feeling it as much. I mean, I don't want to lie and be like I'm completely over it, because it's still very much present in my heart, but it wasn't as present in my head as it used to be. And so now today, I don't even think about him. You know, every now and then we run into a mutual friend or something, but he no longer rents space in my head. And now what motivates me is knowing that he did not deserve me at my worst. He sure as hell doesn't deserve me at my best. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my son. I'm doing this because it's about me. It's about making sure that I'm healthy. I have PCOS, and I hadn't shared that before, but I have PCOS, and it's about fixing that. It's about, you know, being tired of always having irregular periods, and about not being healthy, not being able to shop other than Lane Bryant and Torrid. And I've said this before, I'm a single mom. I cannot afford $50 slacks every time I decide to gain a pound or two. Like, something had to change. And that's what continues to motivate me, not him. And I now realize the will of God. The will of God was that this is the silver lining. This had to happen with him for me to realize what I was doing to myself. And even though the motivation started off sick and twisted, it didn't stay there. And now it's about me, and it's about making sure that I'm going to be okay. And if I never see him again for the rest of my life, that would be too soon to run into him. I am so much happier now that I realize that I was wasting my time. He didn't deserve me. He didn't. And now I have cut off all communication. No Facebook, no text messages, no phone calls. I fast off of Facebook for spiritual reasons. And so during my fasting, I've told people, please do not post pictures of me. Please don't, because we have a lot of mutual friends. Don't post pictures of me. Don't make any comments about me. I do not want to be anywhere near his radar. And they've all thankfully respected it because they all hate him. They all think he's the scum of the earth. And I'm so much better for it. So much better for it. And again, I just wanted to be honest that, that's what motivated me, a broken heart. But this is the silver lining to my broken heart. So, yeah, that's me. So, who supports me? My mom. My mom has been the biggest cheerleader. She has been here every step of the way. My mom was there when I cried and cried and cried and cried. And she held my hand. And she never judged me for it. No matter how many times I've tripped over the same rock, she never judged me for it. My sisters, I have 4 sisters and 2 sister-in-laws. And my 6 sisters have been there unconditionally. They have loved me. They have loved me and they have supported me every single step of the way. They've cheered me on from the sidelines. My brothers, even my brothers who are boys and who don't always know what to say, because at the end of the day, I've always been overweight. This has always been me, and that's all they know, and that's what they've always loved. They love me. And even my older brother, a day or so before I had the surgery, I had a panic attack, and he talked me down from it, and he reminded me that anything that is worth doing is worth fighting for, and anything worth having is worth fighting for. But if you're going to do this, Mila, you're going to do it right. And I did. And I have been. And I'm the type of person that when I do something, I put my whole heart and soul into it. And, they've motivated me. They've supported me to continue to do that, to continue to strive for that. My friends, I have really amazing friends in my everyday life. And they've been awesome. They're never too tired to hear about what's going on. And I'm very thankful to have them for that. I would not be where I'm at today without God. Without God, none of this would have been possible. Without the fact that I know that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, I would not be here. I owe everything to Him. I owe everything to Him to make something of this life and to be the best version that I can possibly be, because He gave His life for me. And I'm very, very thankful to have Him in my life and to have Him in my heart. And I thank Him every single day for the blessings that I have. So that was kind of the big question that people had asked. And so